Hey everyone, welcome to Daily Revelations. We are in Esther 3 still. And what I wanted to talk about today, well, your study went into talking about Haman and his revenge and not being able to move beyond just some petty arguments. And I read recently in a book that when we get stuck in those things, we are stuck in a childish pattern. That if we can't forgive and move on with our lives, we're just acting like a little child, a toddler saying, I'm going to just stomp my feet and be mad right here. That's something to think about, definitely, when we get into those places. I know we all do. I do, because things aren't going my way. And yeah, but that's what we're going to talk about today, when things aren't going our way. And Mordecai is facing, as well as the Jewish nation by the end of this chapter, a struggle that they can't plan themselves out of. And I know we try really hard to set our schedules, to, plan all these things. Well, my to-do list for today, my to-do list yesterday, you don't want to see because it's so, that's simple compared to that. But what happens when we can't plan? We don't know. God says, wait, trust in me. That's the hard things, because we want to plan, we want to schedule, we want to say, okay, I've checked off my part now, God will do his part. And that's not how he works. He works and says, I've already laid the plan. I already have it. I'm not going to give it to you all because I want you to learn to rest in me, to trust in me, to follow me. The only time that we are ever going to see the full plan is when we turn around and we see it in our past, and we'll say, oh, that was an awesome plan. And that's how God works. So I wrote down some little notes about what is our job. Well, our job is to trust, to not give in to anxiety, because that's the first thing when we don't have something concrete to do, especially as doing people, that we start to panic. And that's not a good thing. Then we have to live in faith. And that means that we envision the hope that God says will happen. And we believe it. We don't just go, well, yeah, God said that, and I'm going to continue to worry and be anxious. No, I'm going to believe it's already done. I'm going to pray like it's already done. I'm going to tell people it's already done, because that's how confident I am that God can do this. And then we proceed one step at a time as God gives us instructions on how we walk in that plan. So we just strive forward. And I wrote myself, we learn along the way, because that's what the journey is about. It's about learning. It's about growing. And we just take steps to follow God. So, it's hard, because we do not know what the plan will look like, but God does, and he is a good God. And that's all that we need to know. And in Esther today, we know that all of these things that God is mixing up that can cause a lot of anxiety in the Jewish people's lives, because basically he said, the king's decreed that you can all be slaughtered. That is not a good thing. So I'm sure there were a lot of anxious hearts and families going, oh my goodness, what just happened? Did the queen do something? Because they all knew she was Jewish. The king did not. But yet God said, this is what needed to happen to spark the plan that I have. So just trust. And the same thing with my cancer. I am looking at it as God saying, this is the thing I needed to do to spark the plan that I have for your life, and to move it where it needs to go, and to show people through your life what I can do. So when we get into these places, we have to get beyond our anxious thoughts, and that we don't have all the answers. And it humbles us, but it also exalts God in our lives. So be encouraged. Just press on. You don't have all the plans. You won't have all the plans, but he does. So I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thanks for joining me on Daily Revelations. Bye.